Hello YouTube, today I want to talk to you about the Game Boy and all of its different shapes and sizes. Basically I want to talk a bit about the Game Boy family and which games you can play on which system and which system you should buy if you are considering buying Game Boy to play Game Boy or Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advance games. Okay, let's start. Okay, so let's start with the classic Game Boy. This would be it. Maybe some of you or many of you still remember this one. This is the classic Game Boy, the first one, which was released back in 1989 in North America and Japan, or in 1990 in Europe. And of course you can still buy this one. Just to show you a bit how the games would look on this one, I will try here. I hope the camera can at least show it a bit. By today's standards, obviously, this is not something you would like to play on. The display is only monochrome. It's like black on a yellow greenish background. So for collection purposes, this is still a great machine. And back then it was one of the best machines. It was the best handheld available, even though it only had like one color, but still the games were what counted. So yeah, you can still buy this one fairly cheaply on eBay or wherever you are buying your retro stuff. This one, basically it needs 4 batteries. The batteries last quite a long time, so this is not the problem. The problem with this one is that the display is just, by today's standards, it's very hard to play on it. Because the contrast is also not working that well. So yeah, for your collection I would definitely recommend this one, because this is where everything started. But for actually playing games, no, not really. Also, obviously, since this was the first model ever, this only plays the classic Game Boy games. These ones. So no Game Boy Color, no Game Boy Advance games, nothing like this. Okay, we'll just go to the next model. Basically the next one is the Game Boy Color. In my case I have this very nice Pikachu Special Edition one. This one is a lot better. Like the first model, there's no backlight built in. This is the same with the classic one. They didn't have backlight yet, so it depends where you're playing. If you have good light source behind you, then it's okay. But if you're like trying to play outside in the sun, then it might get a bit hard to play on it. Still, this machine is a big improvement on the original one. It's smaller. It only needs 2 batteries. It plays obviously all of the Game Boy Color games, because it's a Game Boy Color, that's in the name. But it also plays the original Game Boy games. If you put an original Game Boy game in it, then it's automatically displayed in a few colors. And you can change the colors, the color presets, by holding different button combinations when the system actually starts. Okay, so you can see here the display is a big improvement. The LCD display is much clearer. Also the contrast is a lot better, and it's not this yellowish background. It's a lot better. So if you want to play only normal Game Boy games or Game Boy Color games, then the Game Boy Color is a very good tool to do so. Okay, let's go on. Here we have the Super Game Boy. What this is basically an extension for the Super Nintendo, or Super Famicom as it's called in North America or in Japan. Basically, you plug this thing into your Super Nintendo, and into the Super Game Boy you put your game. You can either use classic Game Boy games, you can use Game Boy Color games, or you can use special Super Game Boy games. There are a few games which take advantage of this hardware. What this hardware does, it lets you play the games on the Super Nintendo on your TV screen. I'd say if you have a Super Nintendo and you want to play your games on a big screen, at least you want to try it, then give it a try. It's only like 10 or 15 euros maybe today you can get these ones. It's nice to have. It has a few special options, a few things you can do. You can paint over your screen, or you can paint your own wallpaper, your own borders for the games. But yeah, just refer to YouTube or do a Google search and you will see what you can do with this thing. For the money that you can get it now, and if you have a Super Nintendo, then I definitely recommend this one. Okay, moving on. So the next I would say is the Game Boy Advance. This is this one here. Now the big difference, the huge difference is that this one plays Game Boy Advance games, obviously. Many people don't know, or there are people who don't know, that this one still plays the original Game Boy games and the Game Boy Color games, so it's downwards compatible, backwards compatible. Many people don't know that. This one also only needs 2 batteries. The batteries last fairly long, but once again, on this one, sadly there is no backlight, so it depends on the lighting conditions when you want to play it. Other than that, I really like this handheld. For me, it fits very well into my hands, into my obviously bit fingers. Everything is very good. The build quality is very good, as expected from Nintendo. The display, other than that it's not backlit, is very nice, very clear. You can, as I said, also play the old games. And yeah, that's about it. So this one I would also recommend, only if you play inside, or if you have like a good light source for you, then this one is a definite recommendation. The next one I would like to show you is the Game Boy Advance SP. This is the next thing which came after the regular Game Boy Advance. There are a few improvements. The most notable one is the design. It's different. As you can see here, it looks like this. The screen now finally has a backlight, which is good, which is an improvement. This one doesn't use regular batteries. It uses an internal battery which you can recharge with a plug charger, which you can connect here. Here. This is the good stuff, the good things. You can also switch off the background. You can see the background lighting, but without the background light, it's very hard to see anything. If you have the background light on, it's okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. It's nice. It's better than not having anything. So you can at least play in the dark with this one. There's one very, very, very annoying thing about this, and this is the fact that you have sound. You can use the built-in speakers, no problem. Sound works fine. But when you want to use headphones to have proper stereo sound, you will notice there isn't really an output for headphones. There's no stereo headphone jack here. What this means is that you have to buy an adapter, which you have to plug in here. Let me try to show you. Now I've plugged the adapter in, and I could plug in the headphone here, but as you can see, this looks very ugly and isn't very nice when you want to carry this thing around, having to have this thing on top of it. So yeah, this is my major complaint about this one. Also the fact that the display isn't the best yet. So okay, let's move on. the next one, this is something I must stress. Let me get the other one here again for comparison. If you are going to buy a Game Boy Advance SP, then I recommend it. Because it's, as I said, the screen is great. And if you don't want to have the stereo sound with the headphones all the time, then this one is really great. But this one is even better. So this is also a Game Boy Advance SP. The difference is that this is a higher model number than the original one. For comparison again, this is the original one. Let me turn it on. I'll just have like the title screen so you can see the difference. I think you can clearly see that the newer model has a very improved screen. I can, yeah, now I've switched the backlight on because the backlight was off. So you can see the difference when I switch the backlight off here and I switch the backlight off here. You can really see the difference. So this one is definitely recommended. And if you're going to buy a Game Boy Advance SP now, if you're trying to run out and buy one off of eBay, please make sure to check the model number first. What this is, on the back of your Game Boy Advance, there's a very small model number. I don't know if you can read it with the camera, but basically it's right here. And this one says model number AGS 101. And the old one, it says model number AGS 001 or 001. So if you're going to buy one, check the back and check the model number. If you want to buy it on eBay or online, ask the seller to check the back and check that it's really the model number 101, which has an improved backlight and an improved display in general. This one also works with a built-in charger pack, so no difference there. Okay, let's move on to the next one. And this would be it. This is the Game Boy Micro, which I can definitely recommend. It has a great screen, even though the screen isn't that big. The quality is crisp, it's clear, it's maybe one of the best screens I've ever seen. It's really, really nice to play on this one. I would say if you have huge fingers like me, it might be a bit uncomfortable to play on this, but still, I think the pros outweigh the cons on this one. This one wasn't really popular back then, so it might not be as easy to find one, but still on eBay you should be able to hunt one down for a decent price. Another pro of this one is that, as you can see here, it has a regular headphone jack, so you can use a regular headphone and you can have proper stereo sound. The batteries last very long on this one. You can play really for maybe 10 hours or even more, I don't know. Usually I play and play and play, and yeah, it takes forever until I have to recharge it. This one as well has a built-in battery. You use a charger to charge it, and also you can change the front plates here if you really have to, if you really want to, and if you can find some on eBay. Okay, you can do this, you don't have to do this. Once again, this one, sorry, not once again, the difference to this one is that the Game Boy Micro actually only plays Game Boy Advance games. So this one is not downwards compatible anymore. The Game Boy Advance SP and the Game Boy Advance, they both play the original Game Boy games and the Game Boy Color games. This one only plays Game Boy Advance games. So if you're planning to buy one, please keep in mind that this one doesn't play your classic Game Boy games. Which is kind of sad, but it's like this. Okay, moving on. This would be the Nintendo DS, the original one, the fat one as some people refer to it. another thing, this one also for many people, they don't even know that this one is also backwards compatible to GBA games, to Game Boy Advance games. So you can play your Game Boy Advance games on this one as well. Let me show you how this is going to look. You can see here, it works quite fine. With this one you also have the regular headphone jack, so no worries here. It's not backwards compatible to the original Game Boy games or the Game Boy Color games. This one only plays the Game Boy Advance games, but still, if you're planning to play only Game Boy Advance games, then I can also recommend this one. The display is backlit, so it's okay. You can play this one in the dark as well and outside even. It has a built-in battery, so you use your charger for it. Again, you can play for hours with this one. I have no idea how long it is, because I don't think I have ever really played until the battery was out. I usually recharge before. So yeah, definitely recommend this one if you want to play Game Boy Advance games and not the classic ones. The same is true for the Game Boy, for the Nintendo DS Lite. This one also plays the Game Boy Advance games. It doesn't play the Game Boy Classic or Game Boy Color games again, but this one also has the headphone jack, and it has an even better screen. The screen is also backlit, so you can play this one in the dark as well. The quality is very good. I would say the quality is maybe as good as on the Game Boy Micro, only the screen is even bigger. So yeah, if you're planning to play your Game Boy Advance games and you would also play Nintendo DS games, then this one is definitely a very good investment. Can really recommend this one. Okay, so this is almost the end. I have one more thing left, and this is here. So what is this? This is the Game Boy player. This works with a GameCube. You put this below your GameCube. You just put the GameCube on top, and then you can play your games. This one plays, let me show you, the Game Boy Classic games. It has a slider here on the side, which you just push and then games come out. It also plays Game Boy Color games, and it plays Game Boy Advance games. So if you have a GameCube, like this, the Game Boy Advance games, they fit really tightly into it, so you can hardly see them. So if you have a GameCube and you want to play Game Boy Advance games on your TV, then this one, I can really definitely recommend this one. You can also connect Game Boy Advance with a special cable, which you connect here, to the GameCube or to the Game Boy player, and then you can control your games with the Game Boy Advance. Or I think you can even play multiplayer games with different GBAs connected to this one. I haven't really tried this out yet, but it works. Usually if you don't have this cable and you don't have a GBA to connect to, you just use your regular GameCube controller. This one I can definitely recommend. You can get this very cheaply nowadays, and it's really nice to play the games on a big screen with proper sound. And another very good thing about this is that you can play the games in 50 Hz or 60 Hz. So the games will actually play in the original speed. Okay, so I think this is about it for now. I hope you like this video. I hope that maybe it helps you. If you have any more questions, just feel free to ask, to comment, and obviously if you like this, then subscribe and rate. Okay, that's it. Have a nice day. Bye.